Okay, here's my question. Is it all fair in Love and War when No Jumper posts about Lefty's album selling 800 copies first week?
All brands matter.
Well, it's like, to be fair, they do this for everybody else, right? Like, everybody gets their first week sales reported on.
Yeah.
Now, some, all right, the reason why an underground rapper like Lefty Gunplay isn't going to get their numbers reported on is because it's kind of difficult to get the numbers.
Yeah.
I have now been through the process of how you get the numbers.
Yeah.
And it is an approximation, but it is kind of a pain in the ass. There's like a separate website you have to go to that tracks the.
He sold 1,000.
You have to hit Billboard in
Maybe.
order. You have to hit the top 200.
Okay, if you want to sell, if you're going to sell 5,000 or 6,000, then you're going to be listed, and then we can get like very accurate numbers. But otherwise, you go in, you take like the number of plays on the whole project, and then you have to deduct for the plays that were on songs that were out before the project. And
he
then
has those right now on his project?
He has like the song with Jeremiah that was out before the project came out. So when we were doing the count, we had to basically like...
Wait, that counts as a deduction? Because I thought that those streams still count as... Like,
no, because
that's why Drake...
Because think about it.
That's why Drake drops in his platinum out the gate. Because
okay, but by that logic, Kendrick could put Not Like Us on his new album, and then the album comes out. Oh, he went triple platinum.
But it would have.
Yeah,
That's why he didn't do it.
And he was expected
to.
But
like,
he wanted to see what he was going to do.
I don't think that they count that. That doesn't count for your first week sales. I think it might have at one point.
It did for
sure. But it shows on your project for streams.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so you have to basically deduct some percentage of the views on those kind of things. And then once you get that from Spotify, you basically have to like triple that, because Apple Music is not as big as Spotify, but it's close-ish. So it's like that counts. And then also like YouTube, Tidal, all these other streaming services.
And then the people actually, I do better on Apple Music. That's
Really?
where I get paid. I mean, where I get most of my streams from, because we are black street niggas and they don't download Spotify. They use Apple Music because it comes with the phone. So you know what I mean?
But then there's also YouTube, and there's all these other things that you can listen to music. So
YouTube's the most commonly used.
So you take whatever you can get after the first week on Spotify, and then you basically triple it, which is like over generous. So like the 800 copies sold in the first week is probably not true. Like Whack was on my ass, like, no, you have to report it as 500. And I'm like, we're gonna give him 800 just to be a little bit more generous. But like I learned how to do this from Hello Yassine, who, keep in mind, he was the one who first reported on Saweetie selling 2,000 her first week, which is like, obviously it's too low to like be listed on Billboard. But it's still like, you know, like that's how he arrived at that number, which ended up being very accurate.
I was about to say it was way over. I think she probably did like 1,500.
Yeah, I can't imagine buying a Sweetie album. That didn't come with some pussy. Like, Jesus Christ.
She's beautiful. She is beautiful.
But that's the problem. In this day and age,
beautiful.
You could be a fan of an artist and not give a fuck about listening to their album the week it comes out. And that is a very normal thing.
That's fandom nowadays.
Yeah.
But okay, so to answer your initial question, is it Mickey and Tricky of us to report on that? No, but did we report on the fact that Lefty Gunplay right now currently has the #2 single on the Billboard charts?
There's a very, very big part to that statement that you're leaving out.
Well, I mean, it's a feature on a Kendrick Lamar song,
right?
But like, regardless, I wouldn't.
For numbers' sake, if that song wins a Grammy, guess who goes with him?
Crazy
on stage.
Can't just say that. You can't take away. But it is you did bunk because you had a whole verse. So he said he admitted to rapping the whole verse on that song. On
three songs.
Yeah, he recorded a few songs.
Yeah. So nah. But and nigga ain't just keeping 5 bars for me. I'll be like, that's how you feel, gang. Like, I'm not gonna say shit when it's K-Dot, but it's like, come on, cuz. Like, you gonna make me quit rapping. You basically telling me I'm butt as fuck.
I think that the thing that's shocking to a lot of people, though,
don't like me.
The shocking part is just that, like, with the Kendrick co-sign, that he could still sell 800 first.
I'll be honest. I didn't know bro had an album out. Like
I think almost nobody did.
That was so I don't know what the deal is with that. You feel me? Because as far as I can see, his momentum is actually, I feel like he's completely reinvigorated. Like,
well, he went on a bunch more podcasts.
I think you blew the play though.
Why?
Because they was gonna drop, put him in the machine, run his numbers up, reported 2-3 weeks later after all the bots that hit. You get what I'm saying? And make it seem like he did Johns on this shit. Because nobody was tracking his first week. Nobody else. But you, fucking sneaky, dirty, fucking white bastard.
Hey, I'm a truth teller. I just want the world to have this information available.
Why would you do that? Why you didn't let him bite it up and make it look?
Well, if you're saying that you think that he might be a botter in the future, I completely agree with that. I think that that's definitely a possibility.
I think that the marketing strategies over there at OTR are awesome.
Well,
that's questionable. Look at this list that this person just put in the comments.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Look at this. City Girls, 4K first week. Meek Mill, 3,500. YG, 8,000. Coil Ray, 10,000. Lotto, 20K. Sexy Red, 18K. Glorilla, 60K. Uzi, 69K. And then Kendrick does 320. When you think about that, all of this range, really the 800 from Lefty is not that surprising, right? Because like the City Girls doing 4K or Meek Mill doing 3,500.
Yeah.
I mean,
read the rest of Bro's comment because he made a good point too.
Yeah, he said all sales are down. That's why labels are restructuring and laying off. Yeah, for sure.
That's like literally while that's going on, while that process of the industry restructuring.
They hip to those regular bots. You got to have some game now to get paid off of these the bots. Like they'll let you go do it for numbers, but like all that scrambling the VPN and all that shit, they own to that.